What's up, Ryan here. Today I'd like to talk a little bit about why you should stop doing as many reps as possible and instead do as many reps as pretty. Now you've probably heard of AMRAP, this concept of as many reps as possible. Basically, you push yourself as hard as possible for as many reps you can do within a specific period of time. Totally get it. You know, it'll make you tired. Plus, you can brag about how many reps you did. However, here's the problem. This is actually a pretty inefficient and ineffective way to help you to work towards a particular goal. Now, let's say that you're working on the push-up and you can do about 100 repetitions. Okay, great. Now, my question is though, how many of those repetitions are actually quality push-ups? In other words, how's your form? The thing is, if you're only able to perform about 20 solid push-ups with good form, and that's it, that means that you're doing 80 crappy push-ups, and that's not gonna help you at all, right? It's also going to unfortunately lead to injury because of the form that you're using. Bad form is not good. And so while the as many reps as possible way of training can be very tempting, I instead encourage you to focus on as many reps as pretty. What you're gonna do is you're going to perform one repetition as beautifully as possible and then do another. And then when your form starts to break down, you're done. That's it. Focus on that quality movement. Work on perfecting your form. You're going to be getting stronger and you're going to be working on actually being able to do more better. All right, so let's take a look at some movements that are commonly used with the as many reps as possible way of training, and instead look at how we can focus on as many reps as pretty. Let's take a look. Our first move is the burpee. I want you to take a look at the burpee on the left compared to the right. Now the one on the left is obviously done with poor form. This is what we don't want. When performing as many reps as pretty, we want to make sure that we break the movement down and focus on each part of the movement, making sure that the squat, the transition, and the push-up are done as beautifully as possible. And if you're having trouble with the full movement, you can always use a prop. In this case, Junior is using a mat to make sure that he can use proper form throughout the movement. Another option is to simplify the movement by taking out the push-up portion of this. In this case, Junior is performing a squat to the plank, right back up into the squat. You could even make the jump portion more difficult by performing tuck jumps. The push-up is also a great example of when form can go wrong. Now, notice on the left here, Junior's dropping his hips when performing this push-up. We don't want that. Be sure to keep your elbows close to your body and keep a nice straight line from your shoulders all the way down to your heels. Finally, we have the muscle-up. Notice on the left, Junior's performing a kipping muscle-up. This is a no-no in GMB. Instead, we want to focus on a nice, clean muscle-up, doing as slowly as possible like Junior's doing on the right. Now, focus on making each rep count rather than simply counting reps, and you'll get a whole lot more out of your training.